The humid night air hung heavy, it was thick with the buzzing of insects. I was on an expedition deep in the Amazon rainforest. My goal was to document a rare species of frog. Little did I know I was about to become the documented one. As I ventured deeper into the jungle, the darkness felt alive. Every rustle of leaves, every snap of a twig sent shivers down my spine. I was already on edge. I knew this part of the jungle was home to some of the planet's most venomous creatures. But I was prepared, or so I thought. I pushed forward, my headlamp cutting a narrow beam through the dense foliage. I finally found it, a clearing bathed in moonlight. It was perfect for my campsite. I set up my tent and settled in for the night. But sleep wouldn't come easy. A strange feeling of unease washed over me. I couldn't shake off the feeling that I was being watched. Then I heard it, a soft rustling sound. It was coming from just outside my tent. I froze, my heart pounding in my chest. Slowly, cautiously, I unzipped the tent flap and peered out into the darkness. My headlamp illuminated a pair of eyes. They were huge, bulbous, and glinting with a sinister light. Before I could react, a sharp, searing pain shot through my arm. I stumbled back in horror. I knew instantly what had bitten me. A Brazilian wandering spider, one of the deadliest spiders on Earth. I ripped off my shirt, desperate to see the damage. 2 puncture wounds, oozing with blood, marked the spot where the spider had sunk its fangs into my flesh. The pain was immediate and excruciating. It felt like a hot poker being driven into my arm. It quickly spread, radiating outwards like wildfire. My heart raced, my vision blurred, and a cold sweat broke out across my skin. I knew I had to act fast. The venom was already coursing through my veins. I fumbled for my emergency medical kit. My hands trembled as I injected myself with the anti-venom. It was a race against time. Every second felt like an eternity. The pain intensified, becoming almost unbearable. I gritted my teeth, determined to fight my way through it. The jungle seemed to close in around me. The air grew thick and heavy, suffocating me. I knew I couldn't stay there. I had to get to safety, to reach a hospital. But I was alone, deep in the heart of the rainforest. With every ounce of strength I could muster, I stumbled to my feet and staggered into the darkness. The pain was relentless, a searing agony that consumed my entire being. My legs felt like lead, my body heavy and sluggish. But I pushed on, driven by a primal instinct to survive. I stumbled and fell, my clothes ripped and torn by the unforgiving jungle. But I couldn't give up. Not now. After what felt like an eternity, I stumbled out of the jungle and onto a dirt road. A stroke of luck. I collapsed by the roadside, my body racked with pain and exhaustion. A pickup truck rumbled into view. I waved my arms frantically, my cries for help lost in the roar of the engine. Section 4. The Science of Fear. The Brazilian wandering spider's venom is a complex cocktail of toxins. These toxins attack the nervous system, causing a cascade of debilitating symptoms. One particularly nasty toxin, known as PHTX3, disrupts the flow of calcium in nerve cells. This leads to muscle spasms, paralysis, and in severe cases, respiratory failure. The venom also triggers the release of nitric oxide. This is a neurotransmitter that causes blood vessels to dilate. This results in a rapid drop in blood pressure, leading to dizziness, nausea, and even loss of consciousness. In men, the venom has a particularly unusual side effect. It can cause long-lasting, painful erections. This is due to the venom's ability to increase blood flow to the genital area. As I lay in the back of the pickup truck, my body racked with pain, I couldn't help but marvel at the power of this tiny creature. It was a stark reminder that even in the 21st century, we are still vulnerable to the whims of nature. Section 5. A long road to recovery. The pickup truck driver, a local farmer, rushed me to the nearest hospital. I was immediately admitted to the intensive care unit. Doctors and nurses swarmed around me, their faces etched with concern. I was hooked up to a myriad of machines, their beeps and whirs a constant reminder of my precarious state. The anti-venom I had administered in the jungle had bought me some time, but I needed further medical attention to fully neutralize the venom's effects. I spent the next few days in a blur of pain and medication. The doctors were amazed by my resilience. They told me that if I hadn't reached the hospital when I did, the outcome could have been far worse. Slowly but surely, my body began to heal. The pain subsided, replaced by a dull ache. The swelling went down and I regained feeling in my arm, but the experience left its mark on me, both physically and emotionally. Section 6. Scars and Lessons. I carry the scar from the spider bite to this day. It's a constant reminder of that terrifying night in the Amazon, but it's also a badge of honor, a testament to my will to survive. The experience taught me a valuable lesson about the power of nature and the importance of respect. It also taught me the importance of being prepared. I've always been an advocate for pushing boundaries and facing fears, but this experience showed me that even the most experienced adventurer can be caught off guard. It's a reminder that we should never underestimate the dangers that lurk in the wild. So the next time you venture into the great outdoors, remember my story. Be prepared, be vigilant, and above all, be respectful, because you never know what's lurking in the shadows. What would you do if you were bitten by a venomous creature in the wild?